Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 8 of my YouTube show. I hope that you are all doing well during our full remote learning. I have been super pleased to discuss with the teachers how things are going, and it sounds like everyone has been working very hard at home. So thank you, and please thank your parents or your grandparent or whoever is helping you out during the day and into the evenings. Whoever it is that's helping you with your remote learning, please make sure that you thank them for helping you to continue to learn at home. So here we go with episode 8 of my YouTube show. The first one is a Would You Rather that was submitted by Bree W. This is a really good one, and it took me a while to decide what my answer would be. So Bree wonders, would you rather have a pause or a rewind button in life? And while there are times that I do wish I had a rewind button, I think that if I had to choose one or the other, I would choose a pause button. Because then during those times in life in which I'm really enjoying myself or on vacation and able to see some beautiful scenery or with some of my favorite students who are working so hard, I could pause and stay in those moments. So I think that I would choose a pause button. And by the way, when I say favorite students, I mean all of you. Here's a truth submitted by Lillian M. Lillian is wondering, what is my favorite bird? I liked this question because I have to tell you a little secret about me. I'm kind of a crazy bird lady. Sometimes Mr. Rufener thinks I'm a little bit crazy about the birds because I have a couple of bird feeders and I love to get my coffee on the weekends and sit and watch the birds through the window. Did you guys know that I was a crazy bird lady? I bet you didn't. So here are some of my favorite birds. I really like orioles, the top left. Those are my favorite springtime birds, and I like to put oranges out for them and then watch them come to eat them. Hummingbirds are pretty amazing. They are super fast and super small. Flamingos are cool. Of course, I don't see flamingos here, but I do like to see them if I go to the zoo or if they're ever at a beach that I visit. Bald eagles are the most amazing birds. They are so big and fascinating, and I love when I see a bald eagle, but you don't see those very often, so keep your eye out. And then I really like blue jays also because they are just very beautiful, but they do like to hog all of the bird food from my bird feeder. And speaking of hogging all the bird food from my bird feeder, I was looking through to find some pictures for something else on my camera roll, and I found this picture that I wanted to share with you. So I took this picture actually through the binoculars, and I saw this little chipmunk eating all of my bird food. So I got the binoculars out and put my camera right up to the binoculars, and I was able to get this picture. And as you see, this chipmunk has a mouth full of the bird food that is supposed to be for the birds at my house. But I still thought it was a pretty cute picture because that chipmunk has cheeks full of bird food. And if you have a bird feeder at home, you probably see the chipmunks or maybe the squirrels trying to sneak up there. The next one is a joke, and this was submitted by Mrs. Burns, and I loved this joke. Mrs. Burns says, "Why didn't the 2 4s want any dinner?" So there are 2 4s, and they didn't want any dinner. Do you know why? Because they already ate. Get it? 4 plus 4 equals 8, but like EIGHT, not ATE. But it still works because those are multiple meaning words. So I liked that joke. Thank you, Mrs. Burns. Here's a would you rather submitted by Kaints M. And Kaints is wondering if I would rather be a pilot or a detective. This was a good question for me. I think it would be really cool to be a detective because you could probably see a lot of really interesting things, and it would be very rewarding if you solved the crime. But I think in general, I would like to be a pilot because I love going in airplanes and I love to see different parts of the world. And if I were a pilot, I could travel around the world. So I think if I had to choose to be a pilot or a detective, I would choose to be a pilot. I'm curious what you would choose and why. So when you have a few minutes, why don't you go ahead and send me an email and let me know if you would rather be a pilot or a detective, and then tell me why. Here is a would you rather that was submitted by Susie B. And Susie's wondering if I would rather eat a meal of cow tongue, which I've shown you a picture of here in the top, and you can kind of really see that it's a tongue, or octopus. And if you look on the bottom picture of the octopus, you can see very clearly the little suckers on their tentacles. So if I had to choose one or the other, I would choose to eat octopus. And actually, I have eaten octopus. And when I ate it, it was pretty tasty. So I would choose to eat octopus. What would you rather eat? Cow tongue or octopus? Maybe some of you have already eaten cow tongue or octopus. I've never eaten cow tongue, so I'd be interested to see what you have to say about that if you have. Here is a riddle that was submitted by Gracie N. Gracie says, what stays in the corner but can travel around the world? Stays in the corner, but it can travel around the world. What is it? It is a stamp on an envelope. Good riddle, Gracie. Certainly that stamp is going to stay stuck right in the corner, but it could certainly travel all around the world. So that is the end of episode 8 of my YouTube show. I certainly hope that you will send me some more truth jokes or would you rathers. Also, I've been accepting riddles, so you can send a riddle if you'd wish to my email address here, and I will be looking forward to seeing what you send to me. And again, keep up the good work at home. Thank you so much to all of you for your hard work and for staying focused and working to continue with your learning while you're at home. And a thank you to your parents and your families for helping you out. I know that the teachers have still been here at school and they are doing their very best to make sure that they are just one click away if you need them. So if you need anything or you have questions, please let your teacher or myself know so that we can help. We certainly miss seeing you in the school building, but I have really enjoyed joining in on Google Meets and visiting teachers in their classrooms when they are online with you and seeing your smiles through the computer screen. It's a little bit different to see you while you're at home because you're not wearing a mask. So I get to see all of those smiling faces, and that's been really nice to see. So thank you and keep up the great work. Take care, stay healthy, and I will see you soon on episode 9.